So, because of the system, when the immigration comes down, some businesses are going to close. They didn't have any business being open anyway, but people are going to have to pay more money.
That was very good.
Do you know why Japan and South Korea having a declining birth rate is such a big problem?
Yeah.
Because they don't let in demographics who fuck a lot.
No, that's wrong.
I mean,
Because the economy shrinks instead of grows. Which it shouldn't be. It should grow without having more people.
No. Because when your birth rate drops like that, below replacement rate, what happens is you end up getting a lot of really old people relative to young people. But old people don't work. Finances them.
young
Well,
people.
according to young people, because this system is fucked up. If he would have been left alone and not fucked up by Lyndon Baines Johnson, our shit that we paid into Social Security would have been accruing interest. in
That's not
banks.
how Social Security works, though.
It was never meant to work that way. Think about this. What was the
Social Security
You're not going to let me
is
finish.
paid by
Young people in the workforce.
payroll taxes.
Yeah.
So Social Security gets its money to pay you every month
Yeah, but it had been accumulating
because
over and over and over and again, in addition to what was added to it.
because there were more young people than old people.
No,
Yes,
the
logically.
real reason was because Johnson, an enigma for a president, wanted to finance the Vietnam War, which he never should have gotten into, with the Social Security money. That's the real reason. And then after that, everybody said, oh wow, we can spend more now that we can just get young people to pay for old people's Social Security. That was not the way it was set up. Number one, it was set up in an era where people only lived to 65 years old. So some people argue it was never meant to be paid. Well, yes, you're correct. That is the way it works today.
That's always been the way it worked. They've always taxed you monthly and then taken that money and given it to elderly, non-working people in the form of Social Security checks. So why is it bad that Japan and South Korea have?
Because you got no young people to pay for the old farts.
Because the pyramid is inverted.
Right.
You have less money, less people who have to support more people. So as long as you have a stable birth rate or a growing population,
It's a Ponzi scheme.
no.
No.
As long as you have a stable population, it's a sustainable system. But once it goes inverted, once your birth rate drops
It's a
below
Ponzi scheme.
2.1%, then you have a problem, because then your older generation gets older faster than you make more young people, and then finance their retirement.
But at one time, Tony, that money that was paid into the Social Security system every fucking week or bi-weekly went into savings accounts.
Because there was more
You know,
young
people at Lion Services that receive Social Security like me,
fewer
we're
old
still paying payroll taxes. So, like, we're basically paying the government to pay us.
It's worse. It's worse now that we don't have that money to draw from.
Do you know what the United States birth rate is?
Right now it's low.
Just
It's
another
like
reason.
1.89.
Yeah. That's what
But
drop off for $1,000.
we
Account for
have-
everybody who has an American born. I mean, an American baby.
We have largely avoided this problem because of immigrants.
Then make it fucking legal. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Make it fucking legal. Get up on the dam, put out an ad on every single paper and say, hey, if we don't let these fucking people in here, we're fucked. 20 years down the road. 40 years down the road.
Yeah, but nobody thinks that far in this country. Nobody does.
No, you get Social
Illegal
Security.
or not, the legal, whoever that works in Frank Schiavelli's kitchens have their paychecks garnished to pay for Social Security. So some of the money you get every month comes from those people.
All those thousands of them, thousands of dollars are working for 50 fucking years.
No, that went to the old people then. I don't understand what your point is.
The point is that the system was not designed the way you are looking at it.
What do you mean?
You paid it and you had a savings account that when you got 65 you drew from.
You don't have a savings account. The United States had an account into which money was surplus was deposited. So after they garnished everybody's wages, paid everyone their Social Security benefits, they had money left over. That went into that account you're talking about. Yes. But that is not,
grew.
it's just, that's a benefit, the surplus. You don't necessarily need to have that to keep Social Security running.
And it's a Ponzi scheme.
That's not what a Ponzi scheme is.
It is.
What is a Ponzi scheme?
Take new money to pay for old money for interest of money that you brought in before. You keep selling. Then when you start selling, you're fucked because you don't have anything to pay, which is exactly what's going to happen to us anyway.
That's That's not how it works. It's not the same thing. I'm just telling you that's not. Where are we going? Where are we going?
Independence.
Oh, independent. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I know where you're going.
I'm glad something made sense that I said.
So the surplus, because the younger generation was so much larger than the older generation, Social
There's
Security
exit 10.
generated a surplus that went into the account
Hey, dude.
that Lyndon Baines Johnson raided for the Vietnam War.
Yes,
before
thank you.
That is wrong. That to me is wrong.
What is wrong?
raiding that account to pay for a
Thank you.
war. That's
Yes.
so fucked up. Beyond recognition. That's fucked up.
That's exactly what FUBAR stands for.
Fucked up beyond all recognition. That's FUBAR.
Yep.
That's fucked up.
That's what he did.
Okay, but setting that aside, the
Now we're
only
fucked.
thing Social Security needs to keep running is
More taxpayers.
a younger generation that is equal to or greater than in size than the older generation. Which means we need a population that grows at a rate of 2.1 children per household. That's population growth, which is technically unsustainable because you can't grow infinitely into the future on a finite rock in space. But
So wait, how does that not mean people need to get laid?
Joe,
You can't look at
the
it.
United States, people in the U.S., we've had a declining birth rate. It's below 2.1. The numbers are buttressed by immigration. And without it, this program will fail. Because you're not going to convince my generation, the generation after me, or any generation going in the future to fuck more. It'll only be until after everything goes. It's too expensive to have children. Okay, Joe? It's
It
too
is.
expensive to have one child. Two children, forget about it. 3 children, it's literally only happens when it's an accident or super Catholic people. Like our old neighbors. But then in the future, when there's fewer people, it will become affordable to have children again. And then it'll go back out.
So it's a cycle.
Hopefully.
See, Tony, there's a lot of things that I don't mind doing, like ring testing, Social Security. I mean, Jesus Christ, you know what I say? Don't anybody come in, but let's say we have a need for, and we do right now, for orientation and mobility teachers. As long as they speak fucking English, bring them in from anywhere. Soweto.
Well, half of the blind people don't even speak
everyone-
English anyway, so you can bring in people from south of the border.
So in the countries for which orientation and mobility for blind people is a concern, all of those countries have their own shortages. So no one from those countries is going to hop to another one. And then the countries where it's not a concern, simply don't train those people. You're not going to get employment in, or what is it, mobility and what is it?
Orientation and mobility.
You're not going to get those people from Suriname or from Bangladesh or Thailand.
Bangladesh, you're worried about what you're going to eat tomorrow morning.
That's my
Now,
point.
Bangladesh,
And so they do not train those people.
You know,
Would then-
to go in.
Who would then come to the United States like you want. The people who train those are the Japanese, the French, the Spanish,
the Dutch.
the Dutch, who also have a shortage of these people. And so the people they train will stay there.
So you're saying the market is going to take paying better wages, which I don't understand why our dermatologist is from Canada. Tony, the market For people that say absolutely not, I'm going to stay in my country and help my people for less wages. Yeah, I'm sure, but it's a small percentile.
If that were true, then Canada wouldn't have doctors.
Canada has doctors,
Yeah.
but a lot of doctors, I know of two. Robert's son-in-law and McGill.
When JF, isn't that the one that we went to go see about getting about if I wanted to get my eyes rebuilt back up? And I said, hell no.
Yep, yeah. Jean-Francois Murphy from Canada.
But suppose we could throw money at orientation and disability, mobility, instructors.
In other words,
if we could throw the money at them to get them to come here, where would that money come from?
Taxes. Most of them will come from taxes.
So then we would have to increase taxes to be able to afford these things. Okay. God damn.
what?
So then McGuffey will stay in Canada. Right, I get the way that guy went across. I don't understand what he was.
Went from our lane to that one.
I like it. Tony, I'm assuming you'll go with anybody. Joey likes Manuel, and I go with anybody. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to get your beard trimmed. You don't have to have the massages and all that shit, but get to trim your beard. Please.
This is one of my things.
Right on the left.
I think that's the one where my buddies went to. We went to pick him up. I said, "You going home now?" He said, "No, we got a pickup." It ended up being one of my coworkers.
Man, they've had you all over the fucking place yesterday. You know?
When did they not?
Sometimes. I've seen times where you go home at 5 o'clock, which my jaw sort of drops to the ground. So Tony, you know what I like to see? And you call it NAFTA, which was a figure. The skits were paid for NAFTA. We did. Not the fucking Canadians, not the damn Mexicans. We did. So I like to see a North American Federation all the way down to the Isthmus of Panama, where people can go back and forth and, you know.
Yeah, but then we'd have to take up the Northern Triangle. El Salvador would be fine, but... Huh?
What the shit?
Let's see. Bitch, where you get your license from?
Hey, hog nut, who taught you how to drive?
That one, Rico Bend.
Rico Benny. How come you come here and Joey goes to Rico Benny and it's right there by us?
Because they don't take Medicaid and they do.
But it's the same company.
But I looked up Rico Bend and they have like 20 something
Oh,
offices.
they are all over.
All over North Carolina. So
when they fill them up,
it's a practice. It's like 3 or 4 dentists who get
Right.
together and say, "Hey, we're gonna open up a practice under Rico Bend," and
Oh, so
then
it's like a
they
franchise.
decide.
So
They
it's like a
decide
franchise.
whether or not they want to take Medicaid.
because there was a doctor. I wrote his name down because I write names like that. There was a doctor, the one that first saw Joey, that left that practice.
Dr. Austin?
I forget what his name was.
I think he went all the way up to the north side.
that is an area that I would go close to communist to. Fucking pharma.
Yep. And insurance.
It's all tied together.
Huh?
It's all tied together. Explain something to me. In 1960, right before the big push, there was a neighborhood here, Gasolionera used to take me to it. It was black, but everybody was black. The dentist, the doctor, everybody. I mean, but you know what? Black people had a smaller divorce rate than white people, and there were more dads in the house than in white households. And at that time, fuck the diversity shit, because there was only really two kinds of people, blacks and whites, and American Indians pretty much got assimilated. So here's what gets me. So Lyndon Johnson comes along, rightfully so, takes over what Kennedy started, passes most of the legislation. Nixon, by the way, passed a lot, 140, and even 41 passed some for your brother. I remember the speech. You can't tell people that one day they are equal and not give them the means to achieve that equality. So here comes all these trillions of dollars down there for welfare and all that kind of shit. So the baby daddy was born, and my classroom had 3 siblings with 3 different last names, and each one got a check from the government. So, hey Joe.
Yeah?
It's one of your limos.
Oh,
And
wow.
yesterday I saw one of your old limos.
Oh.
This is a new one. There are those out there that make the duffel. I think he got married or something.
Oh, wow.
Said he had a friend that Johnson did that on purpose to keep black people in the plantation. Okay. Oh, wow, they got us a damn parking place. No, that's paraplegic too.
No, it's not.
That's paraplegic, Joe.
This one
I can
isn't.
see it just doesn't have any.
The one right here is not.
That's
Oh,
paraplegic.
yeah, it is. I see now.
Paraplegic too, but Joe, I'm gonna have to get your door. It's
Why?
gonna be a tight squeeze.